pound weight class wrap-up. 5th place goes to Middlestad from Reedsburg. 4th place, Duffy from Riverdale. 3rd place, Finch from Toma. The runner-up at 132 pounds, Noah Radke from River Valley. And the champion at 132, Elliot Biba from Iowa Grand Island.
Our thanks going out to Hartsey Lumber. Looking for top quality products for your next renovation or construction project? Well, it's over 50 years of experience. Hartsey Lumber in Laval, the place to go. Thanks to Scott Parrish and all the great crew there. We turn the mic over to Chuck and setting up the stage. Here comes 145 pounds.
All right, thanks, Ken. At 145 pounds, the 7th place match is Purifoy from Reedsburg and Baker from Richland Center. 5th place, Wetter from Boscobel and Kissamore from Belmont Platteville. The 3rd place match, Bennett from Weston Ithaca and Koss from GET. And in the championship match at 145 pounds, number 1 seed Landon Radke from River Valley, and his opponent is going to be the number 2 seed Tyson Imhoff from Iowa Grand Highland.
Thanks to the Ithaca Weston Wrestling Club for their wonderful support of today's broadcast and the upcoming Bi-State. As we turn the mic back over here, championship match with Chuck Rasmussen.
All right, thanks, Ken. It's Radke from River Valley with an early 2-0 lead. Radke came in seeded number 1, 13-2. He is a senior. Had a bye the first round, a tech fall in the second round over Baker from Richland Center. And in the semifinals, a fall in 126 over Bennett from Weston Ithaca. Tyson Imhoff, the 2nd seed here at 145 pounds, a bye, and then a pin in 32 seconds over Jacob Anderson from Westby, and then a fall in 5:08 over Koss from GET. Radke and Imhoff in the championship match at 145.
On mat number 1, they're still looking to get that vamped up on our track wrestling. I can tell you this though, Iowa Grand Highland has now taken about a 25-point lead, just under 25-point lead against GET Mel Min. These two teams pulling away from the other bunch. Iowa Grant 275, GET 250 and a half.
Koss is trying to make a run back at that as he just secured a second period fall. So that would be 1:48, the fall, as he gets that over Bennett of Weston Ithaca.
Yeah, that'll help their cause.
A couple extra bonus points there.
Yeah.
What do you mean by bonus points?
Bonus points for the points were in excess over a regular decision, which is typically just at this point placement points, but they'll give you an extra 2 team points for the fall. I knew you knew that. You just wanted me to explain it.
I did. Anything for a tech fall?
Yes.
Major decision?
I think the tech fall is only a half a point, though. So those are the things.
1.5, I think.
One and a half.
Is it 1.5?
Yeah.
And then
a
majors
1.
One? Okay.
Yep.
See, you ask questions you already know.
I try to verify in my mind.
It's been 6 years since I blew that whistle a whole lot.
Well,
it doesn't seem like it's been that long, Kurt. Come on.
No, it doesn't. I was going to say it was maybe 2 or 3.
Oh,
that's what I thought.
6.
Wow.
Okay.
Time flies when you're having fun with grandkids.
Yeah,
yeah, it does.
Well, we got a pinning combination down here on the 7th place match.
Yeah, he's been doing really well down there. The young man from Reedsburg, Purifoy, he right now leads 8-2, and if he doesn't get the fall here, he's going to get 3 more points and be up 11-2.
Radke up 2-0 yet. We're in the second period, midway through. Now it's an escape. Radke up 3-0.
There's the fall down in the 7th place match.
And who is that?
Purifoy from Reedsburg.
Okay.
That was in the second period, so 2:26. So down to just 1st and 5th.
All right, we're still on our feet in the championship match between Radke and Imhoff.
Boscobel, a program that's been going through the last few years, ups and downs. and it's good to see them have a wrestler out here in the fifth place match. I believe this could be this young man. He's got the same name as Lance Wetter, I believe, now as the head coach down there at Boscobel.
Oh.
This is, I guess you'd pronounce that Job Wetter?
I would, yeah.
Well, nice freshman. Came in here with a 3-1 record, chance to go home in fifth place.
We're in the third period now in the championship match. Radke in the top control position.
We've watched Landon, here. Noah was the younger one we watched earlier, but watching Landon watch the last several years here has been a lot of fun. The kid just keeps getting better.
It's really neat to see the progression of wrestlers sometimes, as they, figure out what they do and how much they need to work and the time they put in.
I'm sure we'll see him later in the year at the Bi-State and in February at the Clash and the Regional and on from there.
Clash is held this year. Is it here?
Yes.
Did you say? Oh,
yes.
It is here. Okay.
Yep. Richland Center has 3 tournaments in a row here, which is really nice. And I'm happy for, Weston Ithaca for sponsoring the Division III sectional here. That's really good.
Yeah.
Really exciting. They're looking forward. I know Troy worked really hard and his staff to get it and convince people, and they convinced Richland Center, and then with the two of them working together, they convinced the WIA to give them a shot at it.
Well, and that's the big part. You just ask for give it a try.
Well, there's other good places that they host the Division III sectional in this area, with Westby and Mineral Point being the two most common. Yep. But it's nice to take it somewhere else and actually say Weston Ithaca is in charge of it.
Yeah.
Radke going to come up with a couple more points here at the end of the third period.
Nice match by Landon.
Your champion at 145 pounds, Landon Radke from River Valley.
Well, our thanks going out to Inspired Innovations, your family's hair salon, just outside of Richland Center, down in Gotham, actually. Jenny Ewers invites you to stop in and see what the difference is. Precision haircuts, perm, color, highlights, a lot of great things going on, all at an affordable price. That's Inspired Innovations.
In conclusion of this bet down here, we'll be halfway done for this championship placement round.
And on that fifth place match, I should say, Wetter of Boscobel trailing Kizamar from Belmont Platteville 3-0. Down to about 15 seconds remaining, near the out of bounds. In fact, they're actually out of our screen. We have three static ones here, unless that'll move a little bit. Oh, it did. I didn't know if I cranked it down or not, Chuck. Thank you. Oh. Well, that'll take care of it. 6-0 to score. Kizamar, a freshman, 2 freshmen there at 145 pounds. And that will finish things off. Our thanks also going out to Jones Chevrolet right here in Richland Center as they approach 100 years. The Jones family serving the area of Richland Center and, of course, Richland County. Thanks to Ryan Jones for keeping things moving along.
138 pounds. And fifth place, Ulrich from Belmont Platinum. Fourth place goes to Knockreiner from River Valley. Hiritz from Reedsburg is your third place finisher. The runner-up at 138 pounds is Jackson Blaken from GET, and the champion at 138 pounds, Caden Lindner from Iowa Grand Highland.
Taking a look here as we look at 152 pounds. Our thanks going out. Hope you're enjoying today's broadcast on Laval Telephone Cooperative, serving Laval and Cazenovia for nearly 60 years. Now offering all kinds of great bundles when it comes to internet, your TV package, telephone, and a whole lot more. Thanks going out to the whole crew there, John, Greg, and the bunch out there in Laval. Beautiful new facility there, too. Well, let's take a look here at 152 pounds with Jackson, and you guys said it was Bussy? Or
Bussy.
Bussy sounds better,
Bussy.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I wondered about that. Gavin Finch from Toma, was he the top seed?
Yes.
Okay, I thought that was the one that I was thinking about earlier.
This is probably Toma's best wrestler.
Uh-huh.
I'll set the rest of the matches here real quickly. In the seventh place match, Bodie from Baraboo and Thine from Hillsboro. Fifth place match is Waldner from Weston Ithaca and Windsor from GET. Third place, Riverdale's Childs and Richland Center's Thielman. And as Ken said, in the championship match on 152 pounds, he'll be top seed Gavin Finch from Toma. He'll be wrestling against third seed Jackson Bussy from Iowa Grand Highland.
It's going to be Bussy with the lead of 2-1 now as Finch comes in on a single leg attack. Bussy able to get the whizzer. Oh, he can't hold on to it, and the pressure on those hips collapses Bussy down to the mat, and a takedown and a 1-point advantage here. Excuse me, for Gavin Finch. Bussy able to reach back, and he's got the leg, went underneath the heel over the top and kind of reached around. He'll have to let go of that, trying to scoot out, but Finch, well, I tell you what, he's locked on right now, hip to hip, and not going to let go. Doing all he can here to keep things tight, and that's a great reaction there by Finch as he countered that potential, I call it like a pushback. He's going to wind up sitting back on top of Finch, but Bussy not able to finish it.
The young freshman surprised him with kind of an okie-dokie takedown in the early first period there, but now Finch is showing the freshman what senior experience maybe means.
Maybe, yeah.
Well, Finch was a champion here last year also.
Yes.
And there's a little pride going on there. More ways than one, right?
8-2 in the third place match in favor of Trevin Thieleman, if you're watching that, Richland Center fans.
That's in the lower left.
Yep, 35 seconds to go in the second period. Trevin doing a nice job.
And in the fifth place match, Waldner from Weston Ithaca with an 8-0 advantage with 30 seconds going in the second period.
5-2 score here remaining on this championship match. Again, Finch on top as he's been in control. He's got the right leg in now. And Bussy trying to push back in, but now both legs are coming in. There's going to be a lot of pressure put on here. Somehow Bussy is able to catch that instep and kind of toss Finch off down to his hip here. Again, Finch, though, he'll scramble and scoot behind and maintain control here. Going to use his own leg to help out as they roll through. That looked a little nerve-wracking, but out of bounds they go. They'll come back to the center. Finch, you're pretty calm about that one, guys.
Tell you, that Bussy kid looks very calm for a freshman.
Yeah, he doesn't look like or act like a freshman out there, does he?
Not for a 152-pounder.
No, not at all.
Very well skilled. As we see, Coach Allen has two very fine freshmen in that Stevens at 126 and now Bussy here at 152.
Yeah, and Bussy is able to pick up that reversal, and now he's got Finch in a little trouble. He's got that leg lace and going cross body ride and has the facelift as well. So he's got the near leg trap, trying to go with the facelift, and he got a couple more points in there, I believe.
Thielman gets third place with a fall in the third period at 152 for Richland Center.
2 near fall picked up here by Bussey, and he now has a 6-5 advantage. Finch will have to come from behind. Bussey says, well, I want to go down. I'm going to reverse him again. That's got to be the mindset.
Turned out to be quite a match there, Chuck. Or excuse me, Ken and Chuck.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
Thanks going out to another one of those sponsors. And we're going to see, of course, the Titan Wrestling Club. That is the Mel Min and GET folks. And they're right beside us here cheering on, the 2-time state qualifying team. And they've been doing a nice job here. There's a warning stalling. They are currently in second place here in this tournament. And I think in a comfortable spot to be the runner-up. They might be a little too far out with Iowa Grant, as there's about a 20-point lead advantage going on right now, about 19. Well, now Finch going to let Bussey go, and he's going to try and win this on his feet. He's going to have to take him down, Chuck, a couple of times. Mm-hmm. Never an easy thing.
In the fifth place match, 16-5, Waldner with 44 seconds remaining in the third period.
Fine from Hillsborough getting 7th place down at the far end there with a 5-4 decision.
Going to get a stalemate call here. Finch had a nice little shot, but he just couldn't follow those hips through, because on that shot, a good hip reaction by Bussey kind of stopped him dead in his tracks. But he really changed the level well. Now he's going to try and sneak in on the side, but they'll scramble away from each other.
That's that same Okie ride that Bussey was able to get his first takedown with.
Yep. Here's a front headlock potentially coming up here. Now a Russian. He'll let go of both. Could have gone either or and didn't feel comfortable with either one of them. Now a nice single leg shot here. Down to 18 seconds. Time running out here. You got to get the takedown just to tie it up. Finch trying to get a scramble. Bussey grabs the leg, and he can get a stalemate call. He will.
He needed that one.
Yeah. Finch was the one who needed that, right?
No, Bussey did, so he got a second
well,
shot
so
here.
got it. There you go.
That is not going to make any difference.
Yeah. It's going to be Bussey picking up the win here. 7-5.
Great match by the freshman, though.
Boy, unbelievable job there, those guys. Hope you're enjoying today's tournament action on Genuine Telcom right here in Richland Centers. They provide internet, TV, and, of course, affordable telephone service. We still have another, 40-some seconds, Chuck, down there on your side.
Yep, 17-7. That's the fifth place match here at 152.
Favor Waldner, right, from
Yes.
Western Ithaca?
Yes.
Good.
It's going to be more than that.
Yep.
Waldner looking for the pin here. But he'll end up with a 22-7 decision there, tech fall.
Pretty good job there by Waldner. Well, let's take a quick break here for Chuck and a recap of the previous weight class.
Moore from Belmont Platteville, 5th. 4th place goes to Bennett from Weston Ithaca. 3rd place, Koss from GET. The runner-up at 145 pounds, Tyson Imhoff from Iowa Grand Highland, and your champion at 145, River Valley's Landon Radke.
Well, let's move right into 160 pounds, Chuck, and set the stage for Kirk and I.
All right, give me just a second, get to the right page here. All right, in the 7th place match at 160 pounds, Gearing from Toma and Henderson from Cochrane Fountain City. The 5th place match, Laufenberg from Iowa Grand Highland and Johnson from GET. The 3rd place match, Schulte from River Valley, Klinkner from Casson, and in the championship match at 160, it'll be Ashton Meese from Riverdale, a senior with a record 14-0 coming in, and his opponent, the number 3 seed Peyton Fry from Reedsburg. That's your championship match at 160.
Abraham Henderson of CFC, Cochrane Fountain City, just picked up a pin early on against Toma and Ethan Gearing. So Henderson will be your 7th place finisher. And now we can turn the mic over to Kirk in the championship match.
Yep, and as you were watching there, Ashton Meese did a nice little slide by there for the first points of the match, and he now leads with 1:10 to go, 2-0, but now trying for what we commonly refer to as a tilt near fall, but just doesn't get it there quite long enough.
And down on mat 1 in that 5th place match, we have Darren Laufenberg picking up a quick pin. He was out in front 5-0, and then he walks away with the pin against Gunnar Johnson of GT Mel Min. That in the first period.
Meese now securing some of those back points. Got 2 there, so now a 4-0 lead with 30 seconds to go here in the first period. We mentioned earlier as we were talking, the 3 of us, Ashton being a senior this year, you really hope that this might be the year that comes together for him. He's been at the state tournament many times and come away with placements down there, but that championship match has somewhat eluded him.
Well, and wasn't he there as a freshman?
Yes.
That's what I thought. Opportunity to be a 4-time state qualifier. And of course, Riverdale has such a great tradition of fantastic wrestlers, and he is definitely on that list.
You bet. And the Meese name is very synonymous with wrestling down there in the Muscatine area. We better mention Blue River and Mavoka too.
Yes. Right. You're right on.
Ooh, Fry tries to get a toss in there, but Meese just did a nice job of lowering his level and securing the takedown. Now leads 6-0 with 1:30 left here in the second period. Good match for 3rd place though too, right, Ken?
Oh, definitely. It's right now it's a 3-0 score here with let me get to it there. Trey Schulte of River Valley out in front of Ethan Klinkner, 3-0.
Makes it hard for you to realize he's from Cashew. I have cool uniforms, but I just don't never see cashed in blue.
I am gonna talk with Derek Moshik, and I'm like, what are you doing to us, man?
They're kind of, but they're more of a maroon than they are. There is a red in there. It's a cool uniform. I'm going to give them credit for that. But
right.
If somebody told you where's the Casta guy wrestling, you wouldn't be looking there.
I would not. No.
1 minute left here in the championship bout. I hope you're enjoying it. And now we see a warning stalling against Fry from Reedsburg. But Ashton has just been doing a dominant job of coming in from the near side, using that arm bar, using the tying it up underneath and looking what we used to kind of call the old Cuba City for a tilt or whatever. Just nice job of riding here. And that's a forte of Riverdale wrestlers too, is usually they're typically very tough riders.
4-1 score now in that 3rd place match. Time runs out.
7-0 now with 27 seconds in the second period.
Thanks to Andy and his wife. It's Open Season Hunters Outlet. They purchased the business from Rick Fruit a while back, and be sure to stop in or call Andy at 608-475-0057. 194 North Main. I tell you what, small game, elusive large game, all your hunting requirements, bows, all kinds of guns and different caliber. Stop in there and say hi to Andy and check out what he has there in downtown Richland Center. That's open season Hunters Outlet.
Lots of luck to those two. Andy and Jody live just as a crow flies a few miles away from Rick Fruit and his family. It's pretty good. They're both avid outdoors people. It's nice to see a business like that passed on to someone else who cares about outdoors and hunting. Ashton Meese now, as he starts third period down, gets an escape. 8-0 score. Now maybe going to secure a takedown here on the edge of the mat if he can stay inbounds. Nope. Stay in the neutral position. Still 4-2 in that other match, right, Kim?
Yes. Great match going on. 40 seconds remaining here. And now we're going to get a takedown. And Klinkner is in trouble here a little bit. Well, he's going to get out of the tangle, though. Whoa. Going to give up a penalty point there. He didn't quite stop on the whistle. Now it's 9-3. Klinkner is down.
10-1, Meese leading in this championship match. See, let him go. Now trying to spin around behind again. 50 seconds to go. There it is, 12-1, 45 seconds to go. Back to you, Ken.
Schulte of River Valley out in front 10-3 in this third place match as they are now under 20 seconds. Klinkner trying to do something upper body. Ooh, got walked right into on a potential fireman. Somehow they're going to go, is he going to get the points or not here? And they're going to be out of bounds.
12-2 now, going takedowns. 20 seconds to go. Looks like Ashton Meese is going to secure another championship medal for himself here in a great bout that he wrestled controlled throughout the match. And I mean, Peyton Fry for a senior is no easy walk.
Right. A major decision over here for Trey Schulte of River Valley. 12-3 over Ethan Klinkner of Cashton. Thanks going out to Coon Valley Telecommunications. Hope you're enjoying today's broadcast as we bring you the action. And of course, down there on Central Avenue in Coon Valley. Let's turn the mic back over to Chuck here.
pound weight class. Waldner from Weston Ithaca is 5th. 4th place goes to Childs from Riverdale. 3rd place, Thielman from Richland Center. Your runner-up at 152 pounds, Gavin Finch from Toma. And the champion at 152 pounds, Jackson Bussey from Iowa Grand Highland.
Thanks to Melissa at Culver's right here in Richland Center, out there again on Highway 14 East from the best tasting Butterburger around, deluxe burgers as well. Good luck to all the area teams and of course the Richland Center Hornets, Riverdale Chieftains, and that co-op of Ithaca Weston.
At 170 pounds, the 7th place match will be Hanusa from Baraboo, Hinderman from Iowa Grand Highland. 5th place, Coleman from Weston Ithaca. He versus Brenninger from Richland Center. The 3rd place match, O'Neill from Cashton and Judd from Reedsburg. The championship match at 170 pounds, Riley Wannock from Riverdale. And Ben Peterson from GET.
Once again, our thanks. Well, how about Community First Bank, located out here in Richland Center as you travel out east. We appreciate their terrific support once again. Community First Bank, business banking, electronic banking, personal, you name it. They've got it all, helping you out here with your mortgages and much more. Community First Bank. Well, Chuck, you have the call here, I believe, in the championship match.
All right, thanks, Ken. It's Riley Wannock from Riverdale wrestling against Ben Peterson from GET.
Twice there, I thought we were going to see a spladle, Chuck.
Don't see those much anymore.
Not with kids this size.
No.
Peterson very close to getting it there earlier in the period.
Wannock, the top seed, came in with a 13-1 record, had a bye the first round. An 11-1 major decision over Hinderman from Iowa Grand Highland in the quarterfinals, and a 4-3 decision over O'Neill from Cashton. Peterson got here, seeded 3rd, a bye, a pin in a minute and 15 over Hanusa from Baraboo, and then a 7-3 decision over Judd from Reedsburg.
Brenninger winning down there in his 5th place match, 2-0, now about midway through the 2nd period. 2-1 score here in the 3rd place match between O'Neill of Cashton and Judd of Reedsburg. And that is O'Neill up there, 2-1. Fall down there in the 7th place match. I think that was Hinderman from Iowa Grand Highland getting that in the 2nd period. Let's see, that would be 41 seconds into the 2nd period, so 141.
141, yeah.
All right, back to the championship match. Scoreless through the first period.
2-1 in Brenninger's match now.
Riverdale's choice, Wannock. With the score tied at 0-0, will take the down position to start.
It's O'Neill still with that 2-1 lead. Now he's going to give up a takedown and trails 3-2 over Judd, with Judd of Reedsburg.
Peterson with that leg hooked in. Hip pressure on Wannock.
Coming up on the 5 o'clock hour. It's been a great day so far today. As Fuzz McCauley mentioned in the Hall of Fame ceremony, that they're going to have a celebration out at Quill Run afterwards for the Hall of Fame members. So think about that about 6 or 7 o'clock tonight if you want to go out there and enjoy the Hall of Fame members. Still 0-0 in your match, Chuck. Good match.
Yeah, it is. I tell you, Peterson's tough with those legs, but Wannock doesn't allow him to turn.
This was earlier in the semifinals. We looked at these 5 individuals out here and we said the 5 of them are matched really close together.
O'Neill trailing here 4-3, or check that he now has picked up a reversal back just at the end of that second period, so now has the lead at 4-3. He chose down here in period number 3 as he tries to battle and pick up this third place win.
Reininger about midway through the third period down there. Now leads 6-1 with a minute to go in that period. He is wrestling Coleman from Weston Ithaca.
Chuck, you had a couple of points being thrown around out there.
What's that?
You had some points thrown around out there.
I thought you said a punch thrown out there, and I'm like, where's that? Okay. 6-1, Brenninger with the advantage. With less than a minute to go in the third period.
3-2 in your championship match there as they're getting ready to start the third period.
That was a little bit of a come from behind there, wasn't it, Chuck? With,
What's that?
That was a come from behind on this championship match here with Wanik. He was in the lead, and Peterson picked up a point for something, and then the reversal.
Now they go neutral, so it's 4-2 as they start the third period, excuse me.
A little pressure on the knee there.
6-1 down there in the last 15 seconds in the fifth place match. Cole Brenninger looks to be in charge down there and should finish fifth. 10 seconds here in the third place match. As Ken had said, young man O'Neill Cashton right now has the advantage there, but he's just trying to avoid being thrown, and he does. He'll take home third place with a 7-4 win for Cashton.
Well, congratulations to O'Neill with that one.
Judd from Reedsburg finishing fourth.
Yeah.
Brenninger from Richland Center wins 6-3. He'll be fifth.
Speaking of Reedsburg, checkered flag out of Reedsburg, thanks to Tim and Brenda McMillan helping us out today. Well, all kinds of apparel for your team and or, of course, business apparel as well. Stop in there. They're right on that main street in Reedsburg. It's making you look good. That's what they're going to do. Well, Chuck, you want to take the last 120 here?
Sure. 4-2 is our score. And, and Wanik was a champion here last year also.
Uh-huh.
He's your number one seed. He needs to get going here.
In 1:07, Wanik trailing.
Although Peterson comes in undefeated.
Yeah, he's had a really nice year early on.
Yep, 10-0, Peterson comes in.
Couple more wins today. Now looking for a championship win with a minute to go.
Wanik underneath, trying to come out the side there and get the takedown. Not able to get it out of bounds. I don't know if it was covered or not, but Riley Wanik, top seed here at 170 at a bye. A major decision, 11-1 over Hinderman from Iowa Grand Highland. And then a 4-3 decision over O'Neill from Cashton. In the semis, Peterson, a bye, a pin and a 15 over Hanusa from Baraboo, and a 7-3 decision over Judd from Reedsburg. Oh my, oh my. Oh,
That was close.
that was close. Probably just saw it on the camera there. Those shoulders might have touched for just a second. 6-2, Wanik with the escape, making it 6-3. 15 seconds to go. Wanik will try a throw here. And he is not going to get it. Close to being successful, but no go, and your champion at 170 pounds from GET, Ben Peterson.
Well, thanks going out to Century 21, and that's a great wrestling family and support of wrestling. That's the Brenninger family. And Paul, Chris, of course, Ryan out there. We thank them for your dream home. Be sure to stop in check with the experts at Century 21 right here in Richland Center. And Chuck, the recap of the previous week.
Pounds. Fifth place, Laufenberg from Iowa Grand Highland. Your fourth place finisher is Klinkner from Casson. Third place goes to Schulte from River Valley. The runner-up at 160 pounds is Peyton Fry from Reedsburg, and your champion. Now, 18-0 on the season, Ashton Meese from Riverdale.
Thanks to the Cashton Wrestling Club, as we've seen a couple of their wrestlers come through here, and we'll see Austin Culpet in the championship match a little bit later on here. We're about 3 matches away from that. Cashton Wrestling Club wishing the best to head coach Derek Moshik and their young Eagle Wrestling squad, and looking forward to this year's competition. Well, we're at 182, Chuck.
All right, this 7th place match is Wooden from Toma and McCullough from Boscobel, Wazika Steuben. The 5th place match, McCoy from Hillsboro and Schreier from Cashton. The 3rd place match will be Berg from GET and Degenhart from Iowa Grand Highland. And in the championship match at 182 pounds, it will be Riverdale's Caden Renish and Ithaca Weston's David Fargen.
And Kirk, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take 182 because you're going to get 195, right? Does that sound fair?
Yep.
I figured that. There's a reason, right, folks? We'll explain that later. Well, at 182 pounds here at this championship match. Boy, a topsy-turvy one already here with Caden Renish, the junior, at 14-0, with David Fargen of Ithaca Weston, the senior, at 11-2. And there's a big pickup and bringing him back down to the mat. Fargen trails 2-0.
Had a pin down there in the 7th place match real quick. McCullough from Boscobel pinned Wooden from Toma in 10 seconds. And then in our 3rd place match, we have Berg, who is right now winning in his 3rd place match 4-0 over Degenhart from Iowa Grand Highland.
I think I misspoke earlier too. I said that Wanik was a returning champion. He was a returning runner-up.
Okay.
Sorry, so
okay.
let's clarify that.
2 years runner-up now.
Right now, it's still 2-0 score as they go out of bounds. They'll come back to the center of the mat. Here in this championship match, David Farjan of Ithaca Weston trailing 2-0. Our thanks going out to more of those sponsors. Excuse me, Advanced Pump and Well. That's Larry and Shelley Ferguson, serving Richland Center and surrounding area. Be sure to give Shelley a call at 608-647-2345. They're located at 278 West Court Street, right here in downtown Richland Center.
Farjan was a tournament champion last year.
Ah, okay.
Again, a thank you to Bill Twining for all the notes that he has given us.
Time runs out. It's 2-0. Flip of the disc here, and Farjan will have the choice, and he's gonna wait until the third period for his choice. Renish wastes no time in going down position. Chuck, over in that fifth place match, that's
a good one. 1-0 is the score there, and it's Schreier from Cashton with the advantage.
6-2 Bergen in the third place match as Degenhardt just got on the board with a nice reversal.
That seventh place match is done. Was that
It was a quick pin down there.
10 seconds.
Do you know who that was? Was that McCullough?
Yeah, McCullough from basketball got the fall.
Okay.
So good for the basketball crew getting some placements here.
Yeah.
And the Hillsborough, nice new young coaching staff there, got some placements here today. That's a Hillsborough wrestler wrestling down there in the fifth place match. That's right.
Yep, McCullough.
He's only a freshman.
Iowa Grant Highland has increased their lead in this tournament. Now you can say that they will be the Richland Center champions this year. 289 points so far. And of course, they've got wrestlers out here on the mat.
Yep. This will be their second championship after winning the Royal Invite in the first weekend. And then they placed, I believe, ninth over at the Chula Vista or Devil's Duels.
Oh, really?
In Wisconsin Dells.
Got a pin, Chuck, over there on your fifth place match.
And then Schreier from Cashton going to pick up the fall in the third period.
Well, the Eagles scoring some points. And down here, Kirk on our third place match. That's
7-2 still in favor of Berg from GET.
Okay. And we're now going into the third period with you, Chuck.
All right, 3-0 is our score in the championship match between Renish and Farjan. Renish in the top position on the mat. Also the top position on the scoreboard. Renish, the top seed. 17-0 right now. Renish a bye, a pin in 36 seconds over McCullough from basketball. And then a tech fall, 17-2 over Berg from GET to get here to the finals. Farjan, the number 2 seed, by a 8-6 decision over McCoy from Hillsborough, and then a fall in 3:05 over Degenhardt from Iowa Grant Highland. And in 25, third period. Another tilt.
Thanks to
by
Nick.
Renish.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Go ahead, Chuck.
Say another tilt by Renish. He's up now 6-0.
9-2 in our third place match. Berg just got another escape. 45 seconds to go in the match.
Capital Wealth Advisory, Ameriprise Financial Services. That's Mick Cosgrove and his terrific crew right here in downtown Richland Center. We appreciate their wonderful support of today's broadcast. We care about what's important to you. Get to know your financial planner the way that you want them to know you. Thanks again to Mick Cosgrove, Capital Wealth Advisory.
Granos should give up a point for stalling, making it 6-2. It jolted him real quickly, and he's able to drive through, get a takedown now, make the score 8-2.
11-2, Berg from GET wins third place.
Well, congratulations there as we have the second stick away with you, Chuck.
All right. Greenwich wins 8-2.
Belmont Wrestling Club going to be having a big tournament coming up on Sunday, January 15th at the Belmont High School Gymnasium. Coach Kittleson from UW-Platteville with a clinic prior to the start of that tournament. USA card is required. You must purchase that online. There are no walk-ins, so it's all pre-registration at the Belmont Wrestling Tournament. Again, Sunday, January 15th.
£70. Greninger from Richland Center is fifth. Fourth place goes to Judd from Reedsburg. The third place finisher, O'Neill from Cashton. The runner-up at 170 pounds from Reedsburg, is Riley Wannock from Riverdale. And the champion at 170 pounds is Ben Peterson from GET.
Well, we got to quick set the stage here, Chuck, because Kirk is chomping at the bit here.
All right. I'm slow here. He's the racehorse, and I'm kind of the plow horse. All right, 195 pounds of seventh place match will feature Berkram from Weston Ithaca and Deglow from Riverdale. Fifth place, Eames from River Valley and Brockup from Iowa Grand Highland. Third place match, Mandarano from Belmont Platteville, Nottestad from Westby. And in the championship match at 195 pounds will be Luke Stotts from Baraboo. His opponent is going to be Colton Stibbe from Richland Center.
Imes just picked up the pin over Brockup in about 19 seconds in the fifth place match. So Imes of River Valley, the winner. And now, Kirk, we're going to turn the mic over to you, bud.
Yep. This is a tall task here for Colton Stibbe. He's had a good tournament today, but he meets Luke Stotts from Baraboo in the finals here, and Luke coming in with a nice 14-1 record and picking up a couple more wins today. 2-1 right now, early takedown by Stotts, and now Stotts gives up the escape to Colton. Just got to get his stuff going, hopefully get in on a shot of his own and see if he can take Stotts down and make this match a little closer. Sparring here, another deep double leg shot. Nice, second nice double leg by Stotts. He's got that down well. A little bit of height advantage for Stotts. Strength-wise, I think they match up pretty well, but that height and quickness a little bit there has given Stotts 2 double leg takedowns. Third place match, what are you seeing there?
Well, no score right now with Mandarano and Nottestead, Platteville, Belmont, and Westby, respectively. And the seventh place match, that too with no score from Bertram of Ithaca Weston and Deglow of Riverdale.
4-1 at the end of the first period. Stotts from Baraboo leading in this match between two seniors. Choice to Stibbe, he defers. Stotts thinking, going down. So far, these wrestlers kind of align with those two former coaches' philosophy of choosing down.
Yeah.
Oh, nice near side roll there.
Stotts showing some quick speed here, Kirk.
Yes, he is. He just, I mean, strength-wise, I think they're pretty equal. It's just flexibility and maneuver-wise, and that height is just and quickness gives Stotts the advantage so far. 6-1 now the score with 1:30 to go in the second period. Great tournament today by Colton, though. I just hope he continues to finish stronger. Now gets an escape, 6-2. Like I said, they needs that one takedown, which he got it a couple times earlier today, that maybe boost his confidence up here. But as you mentioned, Ken, Stotts appears to be just maybe a hair quicker.
Well,
I'm guessing he was quite an athlete on the football field, too.
you'd think.
For Baraboo, I think they had a nice football squad this year. Nice single leg dump takedown there by Stotts. Again, just really technically sound, Colton's had a good wrestling career. His football career, I think he'd probably hang his hat on a little bit better. But just you can see the maneuverability of Stotts. He's by far one of the better wrestlers they have on the better Baraboo team.
I'm going to go back in history for you guys. Baraboo had a number of brothers. Is that correct?
Yes.
What was their last name? There was
God,
like 5 of them or 6 of them.
Yeah, there was a bundle.
And they were very, very good.
Dad
too.
was the coach.
For a while he was, yep.
For a while, yeah.
Spencer's.
Spencer.
Yes.
There we
yes.
go. Good job.
Good job, Kirk. Yeah.
Did you know when you were just quizzing us again there?
I actually did not remember their last name.
Troy Spencer has been a policeman over in the Lake Delton, Wisconsin Dells area quite a while now.
Oh, really?
Have you met him working?
Never. I've met his wife working. 8-2 now at the end of the second period here. It's just been impressive so far. Good tournament.
Good match. Also down on the 7th place match. We're at 4-4 in the third period there.
Well, that's a local match there, Riverdale against Ithaca Weston, isn't it?
Yeah, 4-4, like Chuck said. That's a great match going on.
Just another nice clinic takedown by Stotts. He's got his double leg down and his single leg dump down very well. Colton's going to have to revert back to his football tactics and just go for a driving double leg of his own.
Right.
Warning for stalling there. I totally would disagree with that. 1:25 to go here in the third period. 10-2 is Luke Stotts in a commanding lead here against Colton Stibbe.
3-3 score in the third place match with under a minute to go as well.
Looking forward to the 220-pound weight class. We got Teague Perkins coming up against a very fine wrestler, another very fine wrestler from the Reedsburg area. Stotts lets Stibbe go again. 10-3, less than a minute to go now. Tie match there in the third place, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just a great job going on here. And you're under 40 seconds now. Nottestead and Belmont Platteville in Mandarano.
Another double leg takedown by Stotts. Now 12-3 with 40 seconds to go.
Warning stalling on And Durando, I believe, well, I'm not sure now. They've got both red and green on him.
Deglow wins 6-5 for 7th. Deglow from Riverdale.
That was a super match down there. Well, we're going to go into sudden victory here on the third place match.
Ken, explain this now again. We had this before.
So if either wrestler scores here, then this match will be done.
Sudden victory,
Sudden
they call
victory,
it.
Yep. And you got a final now.
Does the stalling go into the overtime?
Oh, yeah, everything else, penalty points, everything stand where they're at.
And Durano is going to pick up a single leg here. Nottestead trying to snap and spin around behind. He's behind. Now he's got to get him down to the mat. Mandarano with a nice switch here. Terrific job by both these wrestlers. And nope, they're back up on their feet. Great call by Mike Nicolati. And terrific action by these two wrestlers. And that, folks, is in overtime. You'd think they'd be tired and wouldn't be able to move, but that was pure heart right there.
15-4, you're finally in the championship match. Is Luke Stotts takes home the championship at 195. Good tournament by Colt Stibbe, though. Close to a takedown here, Ken.
Yep, here's another single leg shot. But cross face, trying to step behind. Nottestead, can he bring him down to the mat and keep his feet in? He does for the takedown. And that will end the third place match in overtime, 5-3. Nottestead's going to pick up a hard-fought victory. Our thanks going out to Badgerland Flooring. We appreciate Jamie and Amy's support of today's broadcast. Out there on Highway 14, it's 1475 Highway 14 East. Great selection of carpet, hardwood, vinyl, laminate, and all kinds of cabinet selections as well. Stop in, say hi to Jamie and Amy at Badgerland Flooring.
Place winners. 5th place goes to Schreier from Cashton. Your 4th place finisher is Degenhart from Iowa Grand Highland. 3rd place goes to Berg from GET. And at 182 pounds, David Farjan from Weston Ithaca is your runner-up the champion. At 182, Caden Renish from Riverdale.
Thanks to Ash Creek Plumbing, Heating, and Electric. Of course, Dale Wallace bringing you the action here again from Richland Center High School. Stop in and they'll take care of, well, no job is too large or too small. Just contact them at 647-5530, 24/7. They can have somebody out to help you.
All right, 220 pounds will set things up here. It'll be Lopez from Cashton and Haybeck from Toma for 7th place. For 5th place, it'll be Brown from Iowa Grand Highland and Davis from Belmont Platteville. The 3rd place match would be Marshall Self from Weston Ithaca and Rizurek from GET. In the championship match, it's going to be Jesus Gonzalez from Reedsburg and Teague Perkins from Richland Center.
Yeah, Wazorek is the name
Wazorek,
of the
okay,
one. Yeah.
sorry about that.
Well, I was
Yeah.
looking at stuff here, and I'm like, who was that again?
Wazorek.
Well, Chuck, if you don't mind, let's have you do the heavyweight 285-pound match.
That's fine.
And let's have Kirk. Why don't you take Teague, because I know you followed him for a while, too.
Yep. So far, it's been a good match. Teague's been dominating with he likes his Russian arm tie, but no score in that. And as Ken alluded earlier, we mentioned the 3rd place match. Self kind of tweaked his ribs there in his semifinal match, and he's going to injury default here in the 3rd place match. So with Sorik, you were talking about getting his name right. He's your 3rd place finisher. Still no score, 35 seconds to go here in the 1st place match. Any score down there in the 5th, Chuck?
It is, yes, 2-0. And it's the young man, Brown from Iowa Grand Highland, with the lead in the 2nd period.
Rixus Tirado Lopez down there on mat 4 as he trails 2-0 to Hebeck from Toma.
He just wants to impress us, Chuck, with his knowledge of Cashton names since he followed them so far through the football playoffs.
He's done it well.
He has.
What position did he play?
quiz.
Oh, he was in the line, but I couldn't tell you if he was a guard or a tackle. I think he was a guard, but
220-pounder. Oh yeah, he was in the line.
well, every once in a while they throw a guy out in the backfield that's huge, but it wasn't Erixis though. So.
Okay. No score in the first period. Gonzalez from Reedsburg chooses down, and he gets to his feet right away, and he's going to score the first point of the match, 1-0 as we go into the second period. Teague so far has had a fine tournament, has actually had a fine year with only one loss in the finals of the Toma Scramble up there against a real fine wrestler from Regis. Oh, a nice Kelly takedown attempt here. But so far, Teague is still fighting it off. Then he's going to finally give it up because he was worried about giving up more than just a takedown. Nice Kelly, or fireman's type Kelly takedown by Gonzalez from Reedsburg. And now he leads 3-0. Well, the few times I'm sure Teague in his career here from basically the conference tournament on that he's been behind in a match. Comes to his feet, gets the escape. 3-0. You're coming to a period end down there in the fifth place match, aren't you, Chuck?
Yes. Yeah, we're at 2-0 yet. Brown from Iowa Grand Highland with that advantage at the end of the second.
We got some blood time down here on the seventh place match with Tirado Lopez. Looks like he's the one with the bloody nose. Trying to get that fixed up.
Oh, nice single leg shot this time by Gonzalez. Teague countering well this time, though. And using his hips well there. Nice job by him. Teague's got to open up his game. His game is usually to get some of those good laterals and hip tosses.
Perkins, top seed.
Yep.
By a 52nd pin over Haybeck from Toma. And then in the semis, a 350 pin over Wieserek from GET. Gonzalez, the number 3 seed. That's when you guys talked about a little bit earlier, discussion about the seeding in this weight class.
Right.
A bye, a pin in 252 over Brown from Iowa Grand Highland, and then a fall in 338 over Weston Ithaca's Marshall Self.
Down to the last 5 seconds. It looks like this period's going to end 3-1 in favor of Gonzalez.
I'm going to say thanks to that Cashin Wrestling Club. I think I missed this one page of sponsors on that first go-around, so I'm going to come back and just mention these again. But Cashin Wrestling Club, appreciate Derek Moshik and all of his family, crew, members supporting the broadcast today. And, of course, the wrestling family, the Brenninger family, Century 21 Complete Service Realty right here just outside of town on Highway 14 East. Stop in and talk to Paul, Chris, and the crew if you're looking for, well, any kind of new home. Maybe you want to sell your home and look for something of a different size. There's the place to go.
Down to a half minute in that fifth place match. Brown with a 2-0 lead yet over Davis from Belmont Platteville.
Minute 30 to go here in the championship, about 3-2. Teague is, I would feel, is a little bit the aggressor, but Gonzalez has had a couple real nice double. Oh, there was a nice try for a duck hunter. Now if he's trying to slide by here is Gonzalez. Teague counters that well. But now the clock's going to get running against him. We're getting close to being only a minute left here in this championship bout. Nice underhook now by Gonzalez. Teague's got to open it up. He's got to get some of that firepower with his hips. There was a nice drive for but he got out of balance there, and now he's going to pay for it. Not only giving up the takedown, but he could give up the fall here.
Well, I tell you what, that was quite the try.
Yeah, he tried really hard, but he got out of position there, and he paid for it.
Yeah.
Gave up not only the takedown, gave up 3 points near fall. We got to catch up with the score here, and now Teague got an escape. But I think it's going to be something like 5-8-2, I believe.
Yep.
Yep.
It's 4-4 down on the seventh place match as we're going to start we're in the start of the third period now.
Brown won 2-0 in that fifth place match.
All right.
Teague's got to get a big mat throw or something here now. Down 5. He's going to give up another. Now he's going to have to counter. Now he's going to come up with this here. Nice job that just countering by Gonzalez himself. 8-3.
Great reaction by Teague, though, because
Yes, it
you know,
was.
he turned back in and almost caught the leg. Otherwise, if he turned the other way, he'd have been taken down.
Yep. And now he's in the last 15 seconds. Gonzalez has not on. I just say he has been warned for stalling, and he gets warned.
There he is, yeah.
Last 5 seconds, though, it's going to have to be a big throw here and huge, but it ain't going to happen. And Teague is going to go down here, and his the coach from Reedsburg, Rob Bausch, made the point. Because she had 3 state qualifiers in here, so Gonzalez proved the better wrestler today, 8-3 with his championship win.
Back we go down here on the 7th place match. We were just under a minute to go now. And Tirado Lopez, he just got turned. And now he's in some trouble here. Let's see what's going to happen. Habik will pick up the pin as he trailed by 1. And that's going to do it here. Our thanks going out to Tim and Brenda McMillan, Checkered Flag out in Reedsburg, helping your team and your business looking great throughout the year.
£95. 5th place goes to Eames from River Valley, or Imes from River Valley. 4th place, Monderano from Belmont Platteville. 3rd place, Nottestad. In overtime from Westby, your runner-up at 195 pounds is Colton Stibbe from Richland Center, and the champion at 195, Luke Stotts from Baraboo.
Thanks going out to Community First Bank. Once again, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to all of you and all of the patrons, as Community First Bank looking to serve you with mortgage, and it might be mortgage loans, vehicles, personal banking, you name it, they're there to help you out. Our thanks going out also to Coon Valley Telecommunications, where you've been watching on Channel 14. Chuck, you better take this one. You got a pin coming up here.
All right. Well, in the championship match, it's Bunker from Monroe. And he's wrestling against Culprit from Cashton. Bunker, the top seed here. And we'll get to the rundown. 7th place match at McCone from Iowa Grand Highland, and Callahan from River Ridge. And there's another pinning combination by Bunker. And he's going to have the fall in 44 seconds. So Bunker today, 3 pins in just at a hair over 2 minutes.
That's Austin Culprit was his opponent. Austin, he kind of looks over at the coaches and goes, holy smokes.
Yeah, Bunker was definitely in a league of his own here for 285 pounders.
Yeah, that's a big boy there. He's very solid. Culprit, all you can do is smile on something like that, you know.
Well, now Bruce Buchholz wrestling here for 3rd for Richland Center on mat number 3.
Okay.
Gets a near fall there, and now it's going to be 4-2 as we head into the 2nd period. So right now, Bruce is in pretty good shape.
All right, you got that. That's the 3rd place match. The 7th place match, McComb from Iowa Grand Highland and Callahan from River Ridge. And the 5th place match, Rudfeld from Toma and Henke from Reedsburg.
Right now, that's scoreless, that 5th place match.
7th place, 2-1 score. And that is McCone of Iowa Grant Highland taking on Callahan of River Ridge. McCone out in front.
And you can tell we're in the last bouts of the night as people make their way towards the exit and say it's been fun, but it's time to go to the next event.
Time to go home.
Yep. Nice tournament. Started around 9:45-ish, somewhere in there, and it's 5:30, so it's good to see.
They really did run through it quite well. Probably could have been even a little quicker. A couple of times they had to stop, shut down a mat for a little while, but that happened twice.
Yep.
But overall, just a very well-run tournament.
Yep.
I think the crowd was very appreciative of the efforts out here also.
There's a fall down there, right, Chuck?
See a Reedsburg wrestler Henke coming up with a fall.
Third place match, check that, 7th place match. Kirk has the 3rd place, 2-1 score with 30 seconds remaining as they are nearing the out of bounds and they will slide out.
Bruce Buckholz getting the takedown there and now scoring back points. 15 seconds to go in the period. He's not in the best of positions to pin him, but now he steps across and now he's in really great position. And there it is, the fall as he secures that over Jimenez from GET. Just so we mentioned too, they've been sitting by us all day. They're great people from GET Millman. One of their patriarchs of their family group had a scary moment today. We wish the best to that family. It sounds, in talking to their head coach, that things are looking positive. But let's give them some prayers and some safe trip home and a good outcome to that.
Absolutely, you're right. Well, we're finishing up here. We are going to start period number 2. Check that, period number 3. It's 2-1 score here in that 7th place match. McCone of Iowa Grant Highland out in front by that slimmest of margins. And of course, we stay tuned. We're going to have the vote for, the most valuable and the team award,
which we know is going to Iowa County there.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Nice job by Ryan Allen and his staff today. We'll get to that score in a little bit.
There's a pinning combination here now. And we're going to have to stop it because of blood.
I thought they looked like an illegal headlock. And,
okay.
And Mr. Eisensee finally saw it.
I saw the McCone. I thought the way he was looking like he was pointing at his nose and stuff, but I was wrong on that one.
He's going, sir, I think he's choking me.
This is not right.
No. I don't think he has an arm.
We'll get that squared up. 3-1 score now. 1:43 to go. Our thanks going out to our final sponsor, Culver's of Richland Center. Thanks to Melissa Hillesheen and her great Blue Crew team out there on Highway 14 East. Stop in there for a great tasting concrete mixer and the flavor of the day each and every day. McCone is going to pick up a couple of points here. Waiting for the point total here. They've still got 3-1. It was 3-1 before, so but I thought I saw Lynn signal 2. Now they're going to wave them over here.
And they want to check it out.
Yeah.
I think they're saying it should be 5-2 or 5-1.
I was wondering if it wasn't 5-1. We'll see.
Well, while they're getting that set up here, I'm going to give the place winners 220 pounds.
Sounds
Fifth
good.
place goes to Brown from Iowa Grand Highland. 4th place at 220 pounds is Self from Weston Ithaca. Third place, Wichorek from GET. The runner-up at 220 pounds, Richland Center's Teague Perkins. And your champion at 220 pounds, Jesus Gonzalez from Reedsburg.
Still trying to figure out what's going on with that team score there, or individual score, I should say, down here on the 7th place match. Typically, those matches get done early because it's a 1-2-2, but not this go around.
No.
They've been all over the place here. Been a good match though. Minute 9 to go.
It's all said and done. It's going to stay 3-1.
I guess there was no reversal, says Mr. Eisensee. McCone is going to have to let him go. And the escape here going to Callahan of River Ridge.
They didn't get those points up there either.
Yeah.
Maybe they're struggling with the scorekeeper or the scoreboard.
Something might be going on there. It is 3-2 though.
Well,
Now under 45 seconds to go.
Well, if there's a breakdown on the scoreboard, now's the time to have it happen.
There you go.
A number one.
Yeah, last match.
Yep.
They can figure it out on paper if they
Yep.
need. So.
I think that might be what they're doing. It might be interesting to see who gets their hand raised here. 20 seconds.
3-2 again, the score here. Doesn't say it on the board, but that's what we have. And we're down to 10 seconds now. Callahan looking to try and go for a leg, but got pushed away there. Head throw, not going to happen. And that'll do it. A little too late there on the double leg. And McCone is going to pick up the victory. 3-2 is the final score here for Iowa Grant Highland. Congratulations going out to them. And Chuck, you can go through the heavyweight.
All right, the 285-pound weight class. 5th place goes to Henke from Reedsburg. 4th place goes to Jimenez from GET. The 3rd place winner is Buckles from Richland Center. Runner-up at 285 pounds is Austin Culpet from Caston. And your champion at 285 pounds, undefeated on the season now at 16-0, Isaac Bunkert from Monroe.
Well, let's take a look at the top 5 team scores. River Valley in 5th place with 191.5, just out in front by about 11 points on host Richland Center. Riverdale in 4th place with 234 points. Reedsburg up in by 11 at 245 to finish in 3rd. GET Melmin going to finish in 2nd place today with 272.5 points. And the champion, Iowa Grant Highland, they'll pick up an extra point or 2 here with that victory in 7th place. They have at least 292 points, maybe add another 1 in there, but roughly a 20-point advantage here over Gail Ectrick Trempolo Mel Min. Well, we're kind of waiting here a little bit for the tally of the most valuable wrestler. We'll see if they can get that before we wind up going off the air. And let's just, we've already done the roundup on all the weight classes there. And thanks, Chuck, for doing that as we're going through today. So we don't need to recover that at all. But Kirk, let's just take a real quick moment here. And your thoughts on today's tournament, the 59th annual tournament here at Richland Center.
I don't think it disappointed anyone. It was relatively safe. We had 3 visits with the fine crew from Richland Center, and we hope all those came out well. But overall, the competition was what we thought it would be. Team score maybe a little bit more separation there than we thought, but Iowa Grant has got a nice squad. So 2 exceptional freshmen they got in their lineup there.
Yeah.
So I think the future looks bright here for Southwest Wisconsin. We got Prairie Sheen. I have seen them. They look good. They're ranked high in Division II. We know Fenimore's ranked high in Division III. We also have Iowa Grant and Mineral Point in this area. So I think these all these teams that we're talking about and GET men, they're going to all be at the Bi-State. So I look for Southwest Wisconsin. Even some of the teams like Boscoville had place winners here today, and those kids, as tough as they wrestled, they could maybe do something up at the Bi-State too. So it was fun to see, fun to watch, and it was a great crew to work with. You and Chuck, feel bad for your nephew. I wish he could have wrestled today, but there's a lot of the year left, and as you and I both told him earlier here today, get healthy for February because that's what counts.
Get healed up.
Yep.
And Chuck, you'll see, of course, you've probably seen, or maybe you will see, Mineral Point and Fenimore, all those kinds of teams. Darlington. You look at that southwest part of Wisconsin, and what we've seen here with Isle Grant, Highland. Kind of give us a quick assessment of what you see with the SWAL and SWC.
Oh, I think there's going to be some excellent dual meets coming up. There's going to be some excellent tournaments coming up. You talked about the Bi-State tournament. Don't count out at the Bi-State tournament Dodgeville.
Oh, yeah.
Dodgeville's got 3 studs, and I mean studs at the beginning of their lineup, and a couple others. And the way Bi-State has scored, they could very well be one of those 3 teams on the stage in Division II. I think you're going to see quite a handful of the wrestlers here today competing in the state tournament in February, and it's fun. Good working with you guys.
Yeah, that's for sure. Well, I agree too. I just appreciate you guys so much being able to come up and help out. We talk about this, like 5, 6, 7 months ahead of time. It seems like, and doing that. Are they about ready to give our presentation for the...
I think that was just the most valuable wrestler was given to Ashton Meese, I believe.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, that would make sense. That would be a good pick. That all voted on.
Ashton Meese was your most valuable wrestler.
Voted on by the coaches, the head coaches. And that's always just an outstanding job there. Ashton coming away with the championship once again. Well, guys, I think time for us to call it a night here, and we look forward to working together again at the Bi-State Classic. Just a reminder to everyone, the Bi-State Classic will be doing tape delay broadcast. We'll get it on the local channels through Vernon Communications and eventually on my YouTube channel. And we look forward to a great couple of days coming up here in late December. So for Kirk Lair and Chuck Rasmussen, I'm Ken Manning saying thanks for watching this Western Wisconsin video production of Richland Center High School Wrestling Tournament, the 59th annual high school tournament. And congratulations going out to the Iowa Grant Highland squad as they picked up the win here today. They are the tournament champions with GT Mel Men as your runner-up. So long for now, everyone. We'll see you at the Bi-State Classic coming up at the end of December.